You asked the question, and in today's video, I'll answer it. Hello, I'm Judy, the organizer and creator at Rescue My Space. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be answering a question a few of you guys have asked me in the comment section. And the question is, what do I do if a family member hates being organized? So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Oh, before we continue, make sure you like this video. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe below. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so when I post a video, you get notified. All right, let's continue. So the first thing you need to do, and probably the easiest thing you can do, is to talk to them. Sit them down and let them know your organizing goals. I'm getting organized. I'm gonna organize this space and I need you to come on board. Let them know that, hey, I'm gonna organize the pantry today and I really would like for you to maintain it. And you can also take it a step further and let them know what to do to maintain it. And when you're communicating your organizing plan, it's very important for you to let your family know why it's important to you, whether it's I'm tired of being overwhelmed, I'm tired of being stressed out. Sometimes they may be able to understand it from that perspective than you just telling them, hey, we gotta organize our home. You have to kind of change the approach when it comes to including other people in your organizing goal. But I think if you sit them down and you explain to them what you wanna do for the home that they share, that they live in, it may just help them understand why it's so important to you and how it can benefit them. Trust me, communication is key when it comes to organization, because at the end of the day, you can get a space organized, but you need to maintain that space, and you need to communicate with the individuals in your home what your plan is and what your goal is to keep your space organized. If you don't do that, they don't know what to do. I know sometimes it's very difficult to sit someone down and let them know your goals, but sit them down, let them know what your organizing plans are, and you'd be surprised how they receive that. So number 2 is to create a project plan. Yes. Sometimes you gotta write it out and let them see what your goals are. They don't know. To be honest, no one is really born an organized person. I believe it's a skill. Like for me, I had to learn how to be organized when I was very young, which of course has translated into my adult life, which is why I have this business. But everyone isn't like that. So after communicating your organizing goals, create a project plan. List out what you plan on doing in that pantry, in that closet, so that they see what you're doing, which is gonna make it so much easier for them to maintain it, thus keep it that way. So for children, you'll definitely have to approach it a little differently. You can of course sit down and let them know your goals, but it's also great that you provide them with some type of plan, but more so in like a chore style. So just give them 5 things to do. Hey, when it comes to your room, do A, B, C, or D. Or when it comes to the pantry, make sure you keep up this area. Because organizing is a little bit different than regular chores, because chores is more so on the cleaning side. Organizing isn't, is it? Yes, you're cleaning, but you are putting things back where they go, and you are kind of maintaining this functionality. It's not easy for children to keep it up unless of course you force them. But let's just say we're gonna approach this a little differently. You know, our parenting styles are gonna just change a little. This is without forcing them, just creating 5 things that they need to do. And you can always have some type of incentive at the end, like, hey, within 3 months you keep your room organized, I'll XYZ, whatever you want. And I think that's just gonna help them maintain the space, because for children, it's a lot different than it is for adults. For children, they may not see the importance of it, but for adults, of course, we understand what organizing does, what having an organized space does for our life. And I think creating an organizing plan is really gonna help them. So number 3 is my own personal opinion on how you can combat this issue. And it may sound a bit selfish and brutal, but you know what? Sometimes you have to be that way. So even if you do sit them down and explain to them why it's important to you, your organizing goal, and even if you create an organizing plan, a lot of people still may not care. So what I would suggest, honestly, is to organize a space in your home just for you. So whether that's half of the closet that only holds all your stuff, whether that's a shelf on the pantry or even a drawer, keep that space organized, and that space will only be yours. The thing with this is you can't force anyone to be organized. Yes, you can force a child. Yes, you can demand that everyone must be organized in the home, but you can't really force anyone because, again, like I said, it's a skill, and this skill requires habits to get organized, so you can't force it. So I would suggest organize only spaces that you enjoy, spaces that you frequent, literally spaces that are yours only. Like I said, a drawer, your side of the closet, a shelf, a bin in the pantry, whatever it is, this space is only yours and for you only, and no one is allowed in this space. And you have to set that boundary and let them know. And you have to be okay with everything being chaotic. I know this is hard to understand, but again, you can't force anyone. You can't. You have to understand that they're going to get organized, or they're going to understand the importance of organization on their own, and there's nothing you can do about it but show them the benefits of it. So if it's your side of the closet, as long as you're maintaining it, keeping it organized, eventually your significant other may see it and be like, okay, I see why you like organizing the closet, because you can find everything and you get ready so fast compared to them. Or, oh, I see why you like when the pantry's organized, because we actually know what we have, and grocery shopping isn't an expensive experience every time you go. So you just kind of have to show by example rather than forcing them or telling them. So I grew up in a 1-bedroom apartment. There was 5 of us. Eventually we moved into a 2-bedroom apartment, and I shared a room with my sister. And we are so different. We are complete opposite. So you can only imagine having a girl who is very organized and then living with basically a girl who isn't. So our room used to be very chaotic until one day I decided to half our room up, and I had one side. So one side was mine, another side was hers. My side was always clean and organized. Her side wasn't. I did the same in our closet. And even though my sister never really came to my side, let me say that, I was finally at peace. I learned how to enjoy my side of the room, enjoy the organization, and let her side of the room be whatever she wanted, and I was fine with that. When I finally came to those terms and I let it go and I stopped getting mad and upset at her because our room was so cluttered and chaotic, I was free and I felt good. So sometimes you have to show them that way in order for them to come on board. Even though my sister didn't come on board, which is fine, your significant other, your kids, your family, whoever is in your home may come on board because they see the benefits of you being organized or of your space being organized. At the end of the day, being organized is all about habits. It's a skill. So you are not just born with it. Everyone won't be on board when you're ready. You just have to, 1, talk to them, let them know. 2, create some type of organizing plan for them. Or 3, only focus on your area, and eventually they'll come on board and you guys can live in an organized place for the rest of your life. So let me know in the comment section below if this video at least answered your question or at least helped you move forward. So you already know what time it is. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so very much for watching this video. And as always, I'll see you soon. Bye.